Okay, so in our video, we're going to talk about swine production, and there's different stages of swine production, and I kind of go over that like briefly in the video, so I'm just going to explain a little bit more before we start. So the stages of production are breeding, gestation, farrowing, weaning, feeder/market hog, or replacement. So like a breeding season, you can do that anytime. It's either natural or artificial insemination, and they like sows come into heat every 21 days. So every 21 days, like if they don't take the first time, you can do it after 21 days when they come back into heat. There's different ways you can breed, like you could flush, you can sync them all together, so like all your sows will come into heat, so then you can AI them all at one time. And something that's very important with breeding is heat detection, so like when they come into heat and when their strongest heat is. So like something that I would look for is their ears flap a lot. And for gestation, just how long they're pregnant, it's 112 to 115 days, which is also known as 3 months, 3 weeks, and 3 days. And the next stage we're going to go to is farrowing. Farrowing is when they have their baby, and on average, they have 8 to 15 piglets. And then a few days after the babies, like piglets, are born, then you're going to do like newborn processing, which is just where you identify them. So you'll give them ear notches, you're going to clip their teeth and dock their tail, and then you're going to give them a shot of iron to help them basically grow. And then when they get to the next stage of weaning, they're going to be taken from the farrowing facility to a different one. And then this way they're going to go on like all feed, basically like a corn ratio is basically what it is, so that they're not going to have like their mom anymore. And then from that, like from weaning, they go to one facility. And then after weaning, they're going to go to another facility, which is for feeder and market hogs. And basically, for a market hog, you want them to be, a feeder pig is 50 pounds when it comes in. And when it leaves this facility, they want it to be 250 pounds. And then replacement is for gilts. So like you're looking for, gilts are young females that you want to put into your breeding program, so you're going to look at them to see if they need to be culled from the herd, which is basically sold, or they need to be butchered. So you're going to look at their structure, you're going to look at their genetics, their bloodlines, all that. So that goes through all of them. So replacement, market, weaning, newborn processing, which kind of goes with farrowing, and breeding.
Hi, I'm Todd Wiley, a third-generation pork producer from Walker, Iowa. Welcome to our family farm.
Hi, my name is David. I work for Interstate Swine, and we're going to breed sows.
Right now the boar is standing in front of 4 or 5 sows on each side. This helps, the odor of the boar helps stimulate our weaned sows to show standing heat. You can see their ears are perked up. We utilize total AI here. That's artificial insemination. What that allows us to do is we can take some of the top scored boars and get the most prolific genetics to each individual sow, so we get the best possible genetics into every one of our sows. Plus, in a timely manner, we can breed about 30 sows here in a matter of 15 to 20 minutes.
This is a catheter. This is what gets inserted into the sow. This is a semen tube. Just inserting this into her vulva. Go all the way back so you feel pressure and she'll grab a hold of it. And just put the semen on the end. We use these white clamps. We put them on the back of the sow. It helps them feel pressure as if a boar were doing it naturally.
Once the catheter's in the sow, it takes a matter of minutes for the sow to induce the semen into their vaginal canal. And but we usually keep the boards in front for 10-15 minutes just to help stimulate and help get that semen to continue through the vaginal tract. Right now we're inseminating our last sow. Typically every week we'll breed 58 sows a week, and of those 58 we'll generally get about 50 that are pregnant. We'll come in at day 28 after today that we breed them, and we'll preg check them. So we'll preg check everything that we breed this week and see if they're pregnant. We average about 90% farrowing rate. Typically it takes 28 days for our ultrasound machine to detect pregnancy. If the sow doesn't get pregnant, we usually check her at day 28. That means she's right in the middle of the cycle. So typically we'll have to wait a week to two to breed her. Usually basically on day 42 she'll come in heat again, and that's when we'll breed her.
Okay, so here is swine production, breeding, to butcher, farrowing. Farrowing is when they have their piglets, and they're going to stay in like this little facility right here until they are ready to be weaned. And weaning is when they're taken away from their mom, and they're going to stay there until they're about 50 pounds. So like they're pretty small when they get there. And then market is when they reach 50 pounds, and then they're going to go to this facility where they're going to be fed out until they're about 250 pounds. Then market weight is once they reach that 250 pound range, and that is what they should look like. So basically the most important thing for you to take away from this video is the stages of production. You don't necessarily need to know like every single detail that happens within every stage. I just want you to get the purpose that they go from one place to another, to another, to another, until they're either used for breeding or they're a market animal, so they're going to be butchered at some point. So like breeding, they're going to start off at basically a sow barn, and then they're going to get pregnant, and then they're going to be pregnant for 3 months, 3 weeks, and 3 days. And then they're going to go to a farrowing facility like a week before they're due. And then once they have those babies, they're going to stay there. And then once they're old enough to be weaned, they're going to be weaned, so they're going to be moved, and then those sows are going to go back to like the sow barn, and the babies are going to go to basically where they're weaned, and that's another barn. And then once they're big enough, 250 pounds in there, when they're 50 pounds, they're going to be moved to the feeder/market hog or replacement barn. So like gilts, they'll go to the replacement, and barrows will be moved to the feeder/market for them to grow out or be used for breeding purposes.